Hello, Azavia. Let me go make sure that I'm sounding good. I just saw that message, Amy. Hold on. Hold up. Would you still be my friend if I were a worm and I reincarnated into the Pale King? Absolutely. No questions asked. Without a doubt. Alright, well, welcome in everyone. As usual, the PlayStation sounds like a jet engine. But what else is new here on the Leor Tourist Persona 3 Reload playthrough? Oh, hello, Orca. How's it going? As you may have noticed, yeah, Silksong $20 is crazy. Like, I honestly and truly boggles my mind. I mean, that's the thing. Team Cherry has always been generous with their games. Like, they really have. But $20 for Silksong is insane. Just so generous. Yeah, I heard no pre-orders as well. Truly embarrassing for every other game ever. It's just, it is one of the most stupidly generous, pricing decisions I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm glad Team Cherry is sticking to their guns with that. Like, to be fair, yeah, Orca, they pretty much know that they're gonna have a very large market for this thing. Like, they're not gonna have to worry about, they're not gonna have to worry too much about units moved. And I mean, clearly Team Cherry doesn't know math. Lamau. And I mean, but that's the other thing that I think is important about this decision is, it gives, it being so cheap means that some people that, yeah, no, they could have charged full price for Silksong, and I would not have, yeah, I wouldn't have batted an eye. But yeah, no, I mean, I think there are people that complain about 20 being too much. I'm sure there are, but if you have 2 million players and $20 isn't enough, you could get $210 million if it's 21. You're so right. That's such good math. I think, though, that setting the price as low as it is, it really lowers the barrier for entry into Silksong. And that in and of itself is a good move, I think. Here we are. It's fucking 4 minutes into the Leor Tour stream, and we're already yapping about Team Cherry marketing decisions. Well, marketing, pricing, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, regardless, I am just so unfathomably hyped for Silksong. Like, I really, truly am. It kind of, it really would be, I have to say, it's 50, I mean, apparently Silksong is cheaper than Honestly, Orca, that just tells me how bad inflation is more so than anything else. That brings into sharp relief just how shit inflation is right now. Oh god. Oh god. Gotta discount date everything again soon so I can buy that up so fast. But yeah, no. I am honestly at this point, y'all, leaning towards going on streaming hiatus to play Silksong. Which I know I would be very Sorry if I have to do that to y'all, but not only is it just a way for me to avoid spoilers, I also fear I like flat out would not have time to actually play the damn game if I was trying to keep up with a big streaming schedule as well. Maybe if like D&D comes back, like we might still be doing if D&D comes back. If D&D comes back while Silksong hiatus is going, then yeah, that's fine. But has the regime considered not shooting the whole ass economy in the foot? You would hope. Flagged this message for Skong. Fucking love it. I will probably be very offline as I can be during Silksong hours. And as I said, that may even include off from streaming, which I would feel bad for because I have been taking a lot of extended breaks lately. But I do, it is, like, Hollow Knight is, like, it was extremely close to being, like, my favorite game of all time. The only, like, I currently have it ranked as number 2, just behind Amori. And to be honest, pretty much the only reason I was saying that was purely on the strength of, like, Amori's narrative. If you consider it from, like, a gameplay perspective, then then Hollow Knight took the cake easily. But, yeah, no, this has been like a huge thing for me. I've been so looking forward to this for a long time. I don't think I have seen the new Nick Rose video. Yeah. I really got my bang for my buck out of Silksong, or out of I can't even distinguish them anymore. I got bang for my buck out of Hollow Knight, really well and truly did. Yeah, I have about 300 hours in the game, which isn't quite as much as Orca, but I really went I went pretty deep with Hollow Knight. I don't really mind the floaty platforming. I know what you mean, but I actually thought the platforming worked pretty well on Hollow Knight. But I will agree with that. It does look like it'll be tighter controls on Skong. Yeah, I'm actually with Orca on the floatiness index. That being said, I can yap about Silksong and play Persona at the same time. So let me get on with my personal taste for sure. Let me get on with my opening statements. First thing I want to say, where are we at? Pretty much the only stream I have planned before Silksong release is there will probably be a Celeste stream this week. Probably. I give it like a 75% chance of happening. Astute viewers will notice that I said I was going to release a full-length video this weekend and didn't. I have been working on it. It's just it's the early semester adjustment to the new workload that's really like kicking my ass right now. And so I actually have the thumbnail mostly finished. And so when I am ready to commit to a release date for that, I will send out a notification on Discord with the thumbnail. I might not have the premiere up right away, but when I'm ready to commit to a release date, I will let you all know. Depending on how my work goes tomorrow. Yeah, totally understandable, Orca. Totally understandable. Yeah. Depending on how work on the episode goes tomorrow, if it goes at all, I kind of need to prioritize getting ahead on some homework. But depending on how that goes, I might just push it back one more Sunday or something like that. We will see, though. We will see. Aw, my fidget toy broke. And by fidget toy, I do mean Pen, whose little, like, the little paper, the little thing you use to clip it onto paper. It's not an actual paper clip, because this looked different, but, like, that thing broke off, and that was what I was fidgeting with. The Nick Rose list? I don't... What tier? I don't know. What? I don't... maybe I didn't get my point across. I have no idea what the Nick Rose video is about. I should really get back to getting up very early instead. Yeah, sorry. I might have misspoke as well as. Let me finish my... Oh god, I cannot finish these opening remarks. Yes, I still plan on getting that video out sooner rather than later. I don't want it to drag out, and to be honest, I do think it's like literally 95% or more done. It's really just like... There's a bunch of like skits and stuff where I have to pick a take, and I'm like, for some reason that feels like an insurmountable task. Like, though to be fair, it does require going back and watching myself, and that shit sucks sometimes. Like, it's like, damn. I have to convince myself that I have a vision and that what I actually recorded isn't shit. So that's like that's the last hurdle to overcome, I think. But yeah, no, it should still be coming out soon. I really wanted to get it out before Silk Song, but the second coming of Brian David Gilbert? The fuck? When did this happen? Damn. Anyways, yeah, so that's the status on that episode. I'll get it out as soon as I can, basically. Which I know is what I always say, but I promise I'm actually still working on it. Other than that, yeah, it's that and the one Celeste stream, which might happen on Tuesday or it might happen on Wednesday. I literally can't make any promises, because I kind of would prefer to do it on Tuesday, but there are a couple things, there are like 2 other things that need to line up for it to happen on Tuesday, so it might be Wednesday. And then if it does get pushed back to Wednesday, if I'm too far behind on physics work, I won't be able to stream anyways. Anyways, I know that was rambly. I know I started late and then yapped for a while. So let's play the game. Play the game. If y'all remember correctly, at the end of last time, we were told that unfortunately, the enigmatic fall, which we've heard so much about, is actually the descent of an ancient deity named Nyx, who will basically turn the entire population, not just of humans, every living thing on Earth, into the lost, which are essentially husks of their former self who have lost all will to live. And so we have been informed that this event is unavoidable. There's no way to stop it, and even facing Nyx themselves will be impossible. And our good friend Ryoji Mochizuki, has informed us that if we so desire, we can kill him by the end of the month, and doing so will erase all of our memory of the Dark Hour and allow us to live our final few weeks in blissful ignorance. That is the option we have been given. kill Ryoji and live our final weeks in blissful ignorance, or cope with the fact that our imminent death is inevitable. And so what, you may ask, will Suny Suzuki be doing in response to these dire straits? Well, everyone, exactly what he has been doing. Making friends and getting bitches. It's just how it goes here. It's just how it goes here. Yeah. We're just gonna do our usual shit. In typical Persona fashion, there's only one response to dire straits: getting queer. Fuck, I love that. That's, yeah. Can we quote Orca on that? Hold up. I will be quoting Orca on this one. Perfect. Fuck until the sun goes out, I guess. Yes. Well, we'll get right along with that. I don't think we have any options. We can rot for clout. Alright, hold on. I do need to check real quick. I do need to check and make sure there's nothing else important to do today. Come on, brain. Go for it. And there we go. Did I close? No, here's that tab I was looking for. I have calculated it out multiple times at this point. I think we are safe on the number of, like, slots left and how many more events we have left to do. We even have some buffer built in for spend time events and such. Yeah, no, there's nothing cool we can do tonight, so we will just be back on the computer. What better way to start the night than whatever this shit is? Hold up! You can do dating fortunes on the computer now? Wait just a minute! Oh, that is okay. Well, that certainly opens up options. That definitely helps. Because I think what that'll let us do, is, hold on, I'm checking on some stuff real quick. I think that'll allow us to just power level Fuka. Mind your own biz. This computer can do fucking anything, dude, I swear. So, let's see, who do we not... We're done here, we're done here, we're done here. I really can't be fucked with Nozomi. We're almost done here, almost done here, almost done here, done here, done here, done here, done here, almost done here, done here, done here. Close but not quite. It would also be worth maybe hanging out with Mitsuru. Honestly, I think the safest bet for us is to use the Fuka real quick here. was ranking every character ever, and he had a full-on crash out about Suzaku from Code Geass being a class and race traitor. Honestly, valid crash out. Honestly, valid crash out.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember this from Persona 4. Everyone in town was doing this shit when the fog showed up.
What?
Pops from slop. Is that supposed to say slops from regular show if it was brain rot? Alright, so who we got? Fuka has contacted us. We are done with these two. Yukari's not available. Mitsuru probably is available, but I don't think we're gonna worry about that tonight. Mamoru and Hidetoshi can wait, which means literally right away, we can just go finish off Susha's. That's not how you pronounce Fuka's social link. I'm changing the system from the inside. They'll never respect us this way, shoots protesters. Yeah, no, valid fucking crash out. Code Geass is fucking wild in retrospect. What's that, the plural of sushi? Might as well be at this point. No, I took a Japanese pop culture class a few semesters ago. Loved that class, by the way. But we each had to do a zine for our final project. I did mine on like, sort of like metacognitive stuff in anime. So of course I brought up like Persona 5, Bunny Girl Senpai, Monogatari, like those were the three like case studies I did. I really enjoyed that project. I think it was one of the first posts I made in the I Made This channel. It was kind of how I started the I Made This channel. Monogatari is wild. But I remember someone else doing their zine on the curious case of whether or not Code Geass is Japanese nationalist propaganda or not, which I thought was so fucking funny. Do we have a priestess right now? It's not that it really matters. Yeah, we can just go ahead and do this. She's so fiercely determined. So how does Soup Store tie into this? Like, genuinely, this person's claim, and I shit you not here, this person's claim was that Code Geass was using yaoi and queerbaiting to make Japanese nationalism more palatable to marginalized communities. Like, that was a large part of what they were talking about in that scene. A little bit, yeah. Especially between Lelouch and Suzaku. Really, I feel like the Lelouch Suzaku stuff was going in the first half, but
Oh, sorry if my room smells like food.
why would that be a problem? I also watched half of it. What is it with you all and only watching half of Code Geass? The best part was the ending.
It's because I taste test my cooking in here every once in a while.
Fuka's got one of those stares, y'all. Wait, hold on. I should be taking this seriously. This is her 10 heart event.
I don't really know how my room smells anymore because I'm so used to it. Did you know that out of our 5 senses, smell is the one that adapts the fastest, so,
She's freaking out.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
You seem like your usual self goes crazy. Okay. I kept putting season 2 off and lost interest. You know, that's kind of alright, because season 2 has a kind of a rough start. Like, I'd say the first, like, 2/3 of season 2 were, like, just alright. And then they really bring it back together for a grand finale right at the end. Like, if you were to track my hype for Code Geass, it's like this steady build to the end of season 1, and then it really tapers off and starts to drop for the first parts of season 2, and then, like, skyrockets right at the end.
Yes. Sorry. It's just, this is the first time I've ever invited a boy to my room, so...
You know what's really funny to think about with this? It's like, we all live in the same dorm. We really all live in the same dorm, y'all. There is no way to be secretive about this. There's no fucking way to be secretive about this.
Do you remember how I said I don't feel like I have the strength to believe in the future? Well, being with you has taught me why. I think it's because I never finish anything I start.
Damn! Fuka just like me for real, for real! We gotta mark that out the bingo square immediately.
People who've never known happiness probably can't imagine themselves being happy in the future either.
She's so me. I'm glad you're on the same page as me here, Amy. You'll finish life in about a month. What?
And that's how I was. I always used to quit before I could find out what good might come from something. I never had a future to look forward to.
Damn.
But
This got kind of heavy. I
finally realized how I really feel. And so, I felt like I needed to tell you. Or rather, I wanted to tell you, no matter how it might change things between us. You know, I think I have what it takes to change. Slowly, but surely. As long as I have you, I don't think I'll lose my way.
I believe this bottom option is the better option. Yes.
I know. Oh, I almost forgot. There's something I wanted to give you. Here it is. Since you're always listening to music, I thought you might like these. And I think you were a fan of this design, so I tried to match it.
You could just give us headphones?
This is from my heart.
Nah, it's from the electronics store, actually.
Remember how I told you that I was pretty good with machines?
Wait, nah, did she make those herself?
feed that side of me instead of my cooking side.
No shot. Did Fuka make fucking custom headphones for us? Holy shit.
I just want you to know everything about me.
Dog, holy shit.
So, what do you think?
Your skills are impressive. Fucking I think it goes without saying, but the best answer here is this one.
Really? Oh, I'm so happy. Whenever you listen to them, it'll be like I'm there with you, no matter where we might be.
Damn.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured.
Like, fucking Chihiro spent her entire Tenohard event acting vaguely yandere. I kind of didn't expect to get such a, like, well-character-driven Tenohard event.
The ultimate form of the high priestess within thyself.
Honestly, pop off. That's a great Tenohard. That's a great Tenohard event right there. I like that the yandere bit stuck.
Oh, sorry. I was having so much fun. I didn't mean to keep you for so long. I didn't realize it was so late.
What the fuck was that noise, Fuka? What was that noise?
We still have time, right? Just a little longer. Please, stay with me.
Alright, hold on. Let me catch up on some messages that y'all sent real quick. First off, yes, anime does really like making a big deal out of that. Why? I'm kind of not sure. Why is Junpei sighing? Oh, we're all still crashing out over the end of the world thing. That makes sense. I kind of forgot for a second. But yeah, for sure. I don't know if it's a cultural thing, if there's just different expectations around it, but yeah, no. I absolutely would not make a big deal out of that. So it is interesting to see. Oh yeah, no. Orca, Nyx ancient deity kind of type thing, descending to Earth, and when they do, they will basically rob the entire world of its will to live. Descending with gold. Exactly. Japanese culture is very conservative. Yeah, socially conservative, definitely. Well, yeah. I'll leave it there. But yeah, no, very... Yeah. Video games when my parents walk in. Yeah, pretty much. I have two moods. Posit you, 3*, and God is too busy to judge you at the pearly gates, so I will.
Sorry.
Doctor, will she make it? Probably not. Oh, have y'all seen that video? Doctor, is she gonna make it? Probably not. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, again, I think it's probably just different cultural expectations, Orca. I don't know. Not much I feel like I can really comment on that otherwise. Alright, so we have now finished Fuka's social link, which means I will close that tab. My tabs, they're slowly going away. It's finally happening. I think it might also be an anime thing. It could. It very well could. Yeah. Though I do, when I make those claims, I do like to distinguish, because sometimes it's just a pure anime thing. Like it's a anime all on its own, giving an unrealistic representation of reality. Sometimes the difference is one that is an actual cultural difference, so I do like to be careful in making that distinction, but it is totally possible that in this case it is just an exaggeration made for anime. Doesn't seem like Koromaru, sorry, Koromaru. They do, yeah. Ooh, fatally strike your enemy. Hold up, y'all. The art of human demolition. I'm sorry, what? Doctor, how much time do I have? 7 years? Months? 6. 5. God, I love that joke. Demoliton? Okay. Ambush has now enhanced. When attacking an enemy from behind, you will now inflict distress without fail. That's okay, cool. I think. I was kind of hoping that would be an even cooler ability than it was, but that's in of itself, that's alright. He whines like me when I can't eat the nuclear bomb. When I can't crunch on that tasty, tasty uranium. Yeah, no, that absolutely, Orca, I think is that I think is probably an exaggeration. It's an awkward situation, but it's not deserving of a crash out of that severity. I like the probably. I just, as I said, I don't like making like too definitive statements. Like, who knows? Maybe you go over to Japan and you see that shit happening on a day-to-day basis. I doubt it. I sincerely do. But I do, like, especially, I don't know, just, like, making sure that I'm giving it due consideration from that perspective, I suppose.
Hey, did you hear?
Damn. Motherfucker's already gone. Yeah, no, for sure. Anime is inherently an exaggerated medium. Yeah. Holy shit, Interloper Outer Wilds reference. Damn, I didn't even catch that. It was actually a Xenoblade quote. God, I actually find that hilarious. Alright, we could... Knowing now that we can just go ahead and nab those extra points with characters with the extra nighttime slots, like, that's a huge help. That means we could finish off Yuko earlier. But I think we'll probably wait on Yuko for a little bit longer at the very least. I'm thinking Yukari is the way to go. To be honest, y'all, it'll be Yukari or Mitsuru, but, like, at this point, there's very little point in me asking about Confidant roulettes. Holy shit. Yeah. So, here's what we're gonna do. Because we actually have the option of doing a Confidant roulette today, when, honestly, these days, they're gonna be few and far in between. Even though it's between two people, I will call upon you all for assistance to determine, I didn't forget, it just, shit slides, shit. My priority list is so long. I gotta be honest, Orca, my first priority after Silksong is finishing Disco Elysium. Like, my priority list is so long. And I think fucking, like, okay, Koru Observer, let me get this, like, marked down. It kind of, okay, it kind of helps when I already have something in my, like, Steam library. Koru Observer. I don't know, maybe we could make this like a out of rotation stream. Have I played Stanley Parable? No, but that's also pretty high on my list. The list. Alright, y'all, I need a 1 or a 2 real quick. Confidant Roulette, give me a 1, give me a 2, give me a 1, give me a 2. Because the game is the link. It's perfect. I do like that. I definitely like that. Two? Anyone else wanna weigh in, or shall we go with Azewuya? 2? Okay. Let me go make sure I have the right persona for this. I probably do not, to be completely honest. Oh, no, we do. All right, sick. So 2 is going to be Mitsuru. One was Yukari.
You know, there's not much time.
Clueless chat.
In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia.
Did something happen goes crazy. Yes, some shit happened, dog. What are you talking about? Though, admittedly, Mitsuru's social links are designed such that they can be played, like, before or after the, before or after we find out about the cataclysmic event about to befall us. That being said, did something happen is actually the correct answer here. But a big part of Japanese culture is historically separation of sexes and keeping women pure from men. Kaguya-hime comes to mind. Yes, yes, yes. It's letting the opposite sex into a private space with you as social weight for a similar reason. Yeah, that is a good way to put it, Ace. Very much more eloquently than I was communicating it.
Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues.
My uni I'm gonna go into the future has gender-neutral bathrooms! Yeah, let's go! Fuck yeah!
My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both.
Shoutouts gender-neutral bathrooms, by the way. Gender-neutral bathrooms are low-key slept on.
It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path.
Love to hear it, Amy. Yeah, for sure. And that's, again, Ace, a big part of why I was saying earlier that, like, because I do know about some of those cultural distinctions, so I do like keeping those in mind. Even knowing that anime is probably playing certain things up or exaggerating them for the camera. Past 5 in the morning, I really cannot further justify staying up. Alright, Orc, I do appreciate you sticking around and dropping by in the first place. So, thank you so much, and you have a great evening. I will see you hopefully in not too long.
Say, what does marriage mean to you?
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. What y'all know about The Princess Bride? It's all... Oh! This is actually an interesting question. We have, what does marriage mean to you? It's all for love. It's a social agreement. It's about compromise. Yes! Fellow Princess Bride enjoyer! I ask some people who are around my own age and they don't know that movie. And I can't fathom that. Because I adore that movie. So sad because I watched 21 episodes of Free Run in just 4 days. Yeah, that's how I feel about Free Run right now. I've been repping Free Run to just about everyone. Would you say it's... I think I know what you're about to say. Yes! Inconceivable! Inconceivable! You keep saying that word. I do not think that means what you think it means. Interestingly enough, and I'm actually very curious to see where this goes, the correct option here for Mitsuru is to say, it's all for love.
That's a straightforward answer. However, I'm a Kirijo. I can't let my feelings tug me around when making these decisions. An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, takes careful consideration. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons.
Oh boy.
But as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other. I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms. Am I wrong about this?
Do you have a fucking... What? Ha! Shit, man. I feel like that top option makes no goddamn sense to say. Though honestly, it doesn't seem to have an effect. Which is why I'm still gonna go with the bottom one, because I feel like Suny Suzuki just wouldn't say this top one.
If I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him directly.
You know what? That was definitely the best Mitsuru confidant so far. Like, that was the best social link for Mitsuru so far. There was none of the Mitsuru is, like, unaware of Mitsuru is unaware of like commoner stuff, commoner daily life. It was like, I think that was it was an interesting conversation to have with her.
Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go.
Yeah, no, just a good... I think that was, yeah, definitely Mitsuru's best social link so far. Okay, and now, I really, really, really need to use the restroom. So I will be back shortly, but I really need to go use the restroom, so I'll be back soon. Alright, apologies for the delay. I am back. Oh shit! Amy got smug Prina. How did you get smug Prina? Do I have the unlock a random sub emote on? Not that I want to emphasize, not that you shouldn't have it. I'm just sometimes Twitch behaves weirdly and I don't know why. Leo, if you're reading this, that means you survived the restroom. Damn. Yeah, I survived. I will survive. I'm literally back! So I will share that I counted my emoji list, and it's a 207 by 9 grid. There's about 1,863, excluding 24 blank spaces. Yeah, I'm back. I'm fucking back. Fuck it.
Right.
Oh. It's not completely unreasonable. I kind of misread the lead up to that conversation, that choice, but it's not completely unreasonable for Robot Boy Suny Suzuki to take that stance. Okay. What else do we have for this evening? I think we started today on 12:05, so as usual, we're an hour in and we've done exactly 2 in-game days. I am so fast. I am the fucking fastest Persona player you've ever seen. You won't meet someone faster than me. Where the fuck? Am I losing my mind? Alright, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I was gonna go to the place where I usually go. Many people are saying this. Absolutely. It is one of the most universally agreed upon opinions there ever was. We will do it. Hey. Yeah. Looks like there's not much. Yep. Yep. Alright. Back to the shared computer we go. PC software for learning servicing skills to help you earn a higher hourly wage. I don't know. I'll do this one first. Ambush has been enhanced. After successfully attacking an enemy from behind, your theurgy gauge will rise. Damn, ever since we found out the apocalypse, Suny has been spending all his time rotting online. Yeah, that is kind of what's happening. I don't know why Persona is making us do relationship fortunes on the computer. Like, Persona 4 had that system where you could just go out at night to the shrine and get a relationship fortune done there, which I thought made sense. I thought that made sense. So we have Mamoru and Akinari today. Let me go check. I really kind of want to do a Black Parade reference for the final, Akinari social link, so I might go hang out with Mamoru real quick. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go finish off Mamadou's, I think. Let's go make sure that he's actually available. What the hell's going on at Polonium Mall? Do we have like a quest from Elizabeth or something? Dang. The dog is very loud right now. Oh shit. You're available?
Listen.
Dude, the fact that I have to do like the fact that I would have to actually do a spend time event with him is making me crash out. That's like the single biggest reason why I haven't finished his social link yet, even though there's definitely like
Here are my requests.
there definitely has been time to do so. Have I done this?
Oh my. You
Y'all, I didn't even realize. Bring me my Christmas present.
by all means. Oh, yes. By all means.
Fuck it, Elizabeth. For you, anything.
Very well then.
For you, Elizabeth, anything. Oh, I should have... okay, hold on. I meant to check. Over here first. Why do we have... Is that quest over here? Bam, bam, bam. What the Okay, friend, what are you... What the hell are you... What? What? Huh? Just between you and me, I'm the Santa who makes kids' wishes come true on Christmas. Fuck it. Can you show me proof you've done something good for the world? I'm sorry, what? Oh, shoutouts that item I got way up. The shoutouts that item I got quite a long time ago. You are now a certified Santa. Is this some sort of Santa cult? Fuck it. Why not? Hello, police.
Good. Here are my requests. Wonderful.
One must first become Santa before partaking in Christmas.
Marvelous.
I like that. I like this answer. Alright, cool. Sure. Pop off.
Very well.
Bye! Whatever the fuck that... I didn't even check with Mamadou. I might need to come back to the fuck-ass Velvet Room. Like, watch Mamadou not be ready to rank up. And I have to go get a fucking persona. Speaking of... Hold on. I want to check something real quick. Social link. The only... There's only 3 people left who aren't at rank 9. And they are Yukari, Mitsudo, and Yuko. Rest in peace, those characters.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm all fired up now.
Alright, y'all. Another final rank. God, the ramen in Persona looks so good. Genuinely, the ramen in Persona looks so fucking tasty. Holy shit. It should not look that good. This one.
Always sharp as a tack. Yep. I'm leaving right after this.
It's funny how, no matter what day we went to go hang out with him for the last time on, this would always be the case.
Factory's way out west, so I'm moving into a dorm there. I've already sent my luggage. Now I just gotta send myself.
Well, that's a depressing sentiment.
My mom started crying and blaming herself.
I don't know why that sentence really caught me off guard.
I'm the one who wants to do this. This is a new chapter in my life. Guess I should say goodbye to this ramen too.
No! That's the worst part! Look at all that shit. Oh my god.
Well then, I better get going.
I like this top option here better.
Sure. Then let's head to the station.
Feels like a very Suny Suzuki choice. Not like overly sentimental, but still like showing his support.
Hey. I want you to hang on to that.
But I can't drive yet. I think this the phrasing it as a question makes more sense for
Well, it's a car
Robo
key,
Boy.
obviously, but it's not just any car key. It's the key to my dad's car. I've been keeping it for good luck.
You sure you want to give this to me?
Sometimes I get pretty pissed that he's not around anymore. My life wouldn't have been so complicated, you know? I could have enjoyed track more. I wouldn't have had all that pressure to be the best. But by blaming him like that, I was just running away from my problems. That's why I want you to have it. I don't want to risk running away again. But if I know you have it, I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Then next time we meet, I can still be proud of who I am.
We got a car key.
Thank you.
Yes, Mamoru's social link. The social link that teaches you that sometimes you just need to give up on your dreams and be practical.
The innermost power of the Star Arcana hath been set free.
I don't know. I feel like the messaging on this one's a little... It's a little odd for Persona.
The ultimate form of the star within thyself.
Because, I don't... Maybe I'm misreading it just from, like... Who needs dreams when the world is ending? This guy doesn't know the world is ending! This guy's leaving for a completely different reason.
We'll see each other again someday.
This guy is leaving because his family is poor, and so he has decided to give up on his dreams of being a track athlete and getting into a good school in order to become a factory worker, in order to scrape by enough money to support his sick mother and multitudinous younger siblings in the absence of their father, who ran out from them and whose car key he just gave us. The ending of this social link is him saying, I can't lose sight of what's important. I can't run away anymore. It's like I've been using running to run away from all my problems. Now I'm gonna go give up on my dreams and honestly, like, and my future in order to, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. What he is doing is admirable, and it's an admirable sentiment that he is gonna go work to support his family. I do... For a game like Persona, though, it does feel like the messaging gets a little mixed up. It's just, it's not the conclusion I usually see Persona coming to on these types of things. Are you scared of death? Why has Are You Scared of Death been an option?
No.
Damn. I do really like the idea of Suny being just like vaguely unbothered. Just like sort of like vaguely unbothered by the whole like world ending kind of thing. Damn y'all, we still don't have any shit to do. No, absolutely, Ace. Like that is absolutely true. I just think the framing of it's a bit off. I don't know. I still like Mamoru as a character, and for the most part, I think his social link was good. And I think it's well intentioned. I think its core message gets a little bit lost in its framing and execution, though. No one to read with, unfortunately. Do we have vending machine stuff to do? We do, actually. Go mark off vending machine grind on the bingo board. Which means I also need to run out to do out the last station real quick. I didn't mean to go into the net cafe. Oops. Mostly because I've bought everything here already. I'm really like, what do I do with evenings once I'm done with some of this shit? Actually, while we're at it, just in case, I'ma be real. If I found out the world was fully ending in a month, I would be hitting up every hot girl I know, which is exactly what Suny's doing. Crazy how that works. Dream No More goes crazy. Nope, I still wanted to buy stuff. Happiness water, my favorite drink. What the fuck is in happiness water? One happened watching about it. Insane work. We're gonna hop into Club Escapade real quick. Dating site note. I don't know. Let's get like 3 of them. I feel like these will be helpful. I've said this before, but this suspicious man looks like bearded Eminem. Like more like modern Eminem with the beard is what I mean. I need to check up on something real quick, y'all. Ah, so that's how this game routes that out. That's how the guide routes that out. Interesting. So it treats that as optional, so that's interesting as well. Ooh, that's a good thing to keep an eye out for. Yeah, okay, so that does seem kind of important. But then I need to check how high do I need to be with Yukari for that to be important. We finished that already. Sure, yep. Already finished that one, Damn, when the fuck? Okay, you got that. I think we already did all of that shit, too. Wow, early January is gonna be fucking boring, y'all. When do you... Hold on, I'm really crashing out right now. Where... Okay, damn. Hello, Zez the Arc. Just because I'm facing the wall doesn't mean I'm on pause. I was just checking my math. But welcome in, Poke. Welcome in, Poke. Damn, we're almost out. Alright, let me go mark off useless skill point real quick. What's the other name for Toko? There's another name for Tokugawa Ieyasu. Ieyasu. Yes. Tokugawa Ieyasu. Ah, it's this guy. I've definitely seen this guy's picture before. Interesting. Okay. December was so fucking boring, I didn't even reach. There's not much... I mean, you just... All that really happens during December is like social link cramming. There's not really much else you can do. You can't spell lesbian women without many letters from I guess. I'm so... I just don't like keep your chin up.
Yeah.
The other one wasn't great either, but, you know, I liked...
That's why.
What is the name? Oh, okay, I know what it's talking about now. What is the name of the stratospheric layer of molecules comprised of 3 oxygen atoms? That is the ozone layer. Ozone is the molecule O3, if I'm not mistaken. And it does a very good job at reflecting UV light, if I remember correctly. Oh, I'm gonna do a big yawn. Yep, ozone. The homosphere sounds gay, don't ask. You know what? I won't. Yep. Damn! Damn! It's not gay if you said no ozone. Oh, wow. Geography, LGBT. I don't even think that's geography. I think that's fucking meteorology, LGBT. Also, hold on. This line is crazy. I almost moved on from that. I probably have nothing to worry about, but you kids might? What? All 4 days of progress we've made so far this stream. Slow as hell. No Yukari available today. Maiko is available, oddly enough. Please tell me we got some other people as well. No, you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it the week before exams? Wait, what the fuck? Guys, I think Mitsuru might be one of the only people available. I think it's a week before exams, which means that literally only means... Oh my god. Alright, I think Maiko is available and... Oh... Nozumi is available as well. I guess we're power leveling Mitsuru. Whatever, bro.
Hello. Thank you.
A friend of ours told me that I should go out and unwind.
Ticket at the window and then walk in to enjoy
No! No! We're back to this!
This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience. Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least. It seems a lot of thought goes into the design and construction of a movie theater.
Uh-huh. Said the rich girl goes crazy. What is that top option? Oh dear. Oh dear God. Come on. Come on. Choose it. I gotta make sure it's not gonna cripple my social link. Dude, what in the fuck? Why are my tabs just dying right now? Like, actually just fucking dying. It does look like glad you enjoyed it is the correct option here, unfortunately. Damn. Crying shame. Gotta be genuine and tell the truth. Not if we want a perfect playthrough. Sorry for your tabs. I ate them. Give them back. I needed those. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it was the correct option.
It's thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone. I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself. She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well.
Yo, hold up. Yo, hold up. That's actually a great idea. Yukari should ride a motorcycle. Correct option is said literally. This is the literally most badass looking girl ever.
It's just that my time available for riding is limited. Lately, I find myself dreaming about driving to some far-off destination without telling a soul. Well, fantasizing can be fun in its own way.
She looks like she could step on me and I wouldn't have a choice. You know what? Fuck it. We ball.
Together? Just the two of us. Can you ride one on your own? Or do you plan to cling on behind me? Whichever it is, you've got your work cut out for you. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now.
These Mitsuru fucking social links are so weird to me. Like in most of them, for the first half, I just find myself vaguely pissed off because I feel like they're overusing the rich girl doesn't know how to do commoner things trope. You know what series does that trope well? Kaguya-sama Love is War. The execution on this one, though, leaves a bit to be desired. But then, like, in the second half of the social link, they always go back to talking more genuinely with each other. And those conversations are great. Kaguya mentioned peak fiction.
When my parents went through stressful times, maybe they had moments like this, too. Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting.
I don't think it's a bad place.
But if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back?
I realized I spent 2k points on this. It was a 24-hour temporal. Is that how that works? Did you spend, like, did you do the unlock a sub emote thing? Because I have no idea how that function works. Honestly, that is literally the best emoji. That's the best emote I have on this channel. Totally valid. Totally, even for 24 hours. I'm not sad, though. Oh my god. Yeah, I know it doesn't tell you it's for 24 hours. Because I've thought about using that option on other people's streams before. I thought it was a permanent unlock, so I probably set the price of that higher than it needs to be. I might be able to lower it, given that it's just a 24-hour unlock. Sorry, I think I'm actually the one who's the most... So real, Fuka. So real. Are we ever gonna get to do anything again? other than stare at the fuck-ass computer? Am I losing my mind? What the fuck? I guess we can just power level more Mitsuru. Make it 352.7 points. Why though? Oh my god! I just had another tab crash. Alright, you know what? Clearly my phone can't handle these tabs, and so we're gonna look them up on my computer instead. Okay. Yep. Nothing interesting to do this evening. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bite the bullet on this. The Gourmet King. Caught using a walkthrough to get a perfect score. I'm mostly checking to make sure there's nothing. The reason I keep walkthroughs open while I do these games, first off, is because some of the choices are just completely asinine. The second reason is that if you're not careful, these games have like crucial missable things that happen on a single day. And that's the kind of stuff I keep the walkthrough open for. To be honest, though, I'm not sure. It would be very, very hard to 100% this game without something of a guide, I think. I feel like I've been pretty damn good about staying optimal this playthrough, and we still don't have that much wiggle room towards the end. I mean, I've made up my mind. Like showing a certain... Yeah, that kind of thing, Amy. That kind of thing. Nothing important. Pop off, Mitsuru. You know what? We're just gonna keep grinding away at Mitsuru, I think. We're literally just gonna end up power loving Mitsuru this. Nothing important.
Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture.
Yeah, I think, yeah, this one.
Oh, no, there's no need.
Don't... What?
Thank you, though. Looking through the literature section made me realize something. There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it.
That's actually a good point. And there's something I've noticed a lot. If you look at most stories that are written about romance, they are written about the exigence of romance, the start of a relationship. It seems to me, at the very least, that a disproportionately fewer stories are written about the actual, like, process of being in a relationship. Hey, CD! How's it going? I hate how well this stream title works. CD, I have the next, like, 3 or 4 stream titles planned. I'm not even joking. I just had, like, all of these great stream title ideas come to me in a single evening. And so I had them all planned out. But yeah, no, I really, really like this stream title. You've got time to think it over. If you want the answers, you better get ready for the fall. How was the fall? I don't know if I have that one in my list, so let me go make sure that's in there real quick, CD. I also need to ask you a quick question, CD, because I had this idea for a stream title, and to be honest, it's so obvious, I feel like I must have done it at some point already. And it's an idea I had, because... hold on. I'm cooked. Fucking... Wow, this is taking more effort than it should. I was referencing suggestions. I know. I know you weren't referencing that, CD. It's just, I really like... I bet that voice clip is so funny. How was the fall? Welcome to the... How was the fall? I don't even know the melody for the Welcome to the Underground part. All I know is, how was the fall? I've never seen the original video. I literally don't know it. And so, all I know is that my fucking, like, my sister literally one night wouldn't stop singing that one line, and so it has been stuck in my head ever since. How was the fall? I put up a sign on the left that says, "Welcome to the Underground Dyed Red." Oh my god. That's amazing. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, but anyways, I've got some really great stream titles lined up. There's a couple of them that I really want to use. I just don't know if there's gonna be a good moment to use them. Because there's one that I'm like, this would have been better way earlier in the series. Like back when Sojiro was still with us. But it could still work now, but it's not quite, it won't pack quite as much punch. I've also got a Billie Eilish reference lined up, but the one Sojiro? Damn, you're right. Oh, wrong fucking character. Shinji. There we go. Oh, God. Shinjiro. Shinjiro. Not Sojiro. Shinjiro. Anyways, it would have been better back when we still had, Aragaki, Shinjiro, whatever his fucking name is, but we don't, and so it's not quite as good. Anyways, Like, I feel like I must have used the stream title at some point before CD. But maybe I haven't. Like, I have to have used... Get ready for this. Fight God, then we'll talk. Like, I must have used that at some point, right? I don't think I used it. Was it during Persona 4, maybe? I don't see it. That's such a good stream title, though. Damn, I have just been leaving Mitsuru unheard for the past, like, 10 minutes.
I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding.
What?
Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something? The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue, and some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task. But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead.
CD, Mitsuru's confidant is basically the same way it always has been. It like, on average, yes, though, it has gotten better. The issue with it is that it seems like in most of these social links, they spend the first half of the social link dedicated to the same sort of, like, rich girl doesn't know how to do blank gag. And then they start having just a genuinely good conversation in the second half. I will say, though, CD, 2 ranks ago, I think it was rank 4, was definitely the best Mitsuru social link so far. This one's pretty good, too.
I have to make sacrifices to do it.
Because we're just talking about stuff that's actually going on in our lives. Okay. Yeah. I think this asking a question suits.
Fiancé has been chosen for me.
Oh!
He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time.
Okay.
Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved. This was decided a long time ago. It's just going to take place a bit sooner than originally planned, that's all. This is for the best. My mother and father walked the same path, so I won't run from my fate.
Guys! Guys! I'll do something about it goes crazy. You want to know the best part? This is the answer that gets the most points.
You shouldn't make promises you can't keep. What could you possibly do? Still, though, hearing you say that almost makes me want to believe.
Say it with me, everyone. I remember you was conflicted. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar, for ruining the word conflicted for me.
Say, recently I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this. I already made the decision to carry out my duty, but whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you? think it would be best if we left off here for today. Sorry to do this after inviting you out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership. Excuse me.
2, 3, 4. Well, that was fun. We still have fuck all to do in the evenings. We have nothing to do. Yes, it has just been a confidant stream, and it will likely continue to just be a confidant stream. Honestly, we're probably gonna, like... I've been looking ahead at December and January. We're kind of just gonna be blazing through this shit. A lot of the rest of this game is kind of just a waiting... It's kind of a waiting game at this point. Oh, Koromaru Walk. At least that's something a bit more interesting. Like, we have had nothing to do in the evenings. Like, actually nothing to do. And this would be helpful. This would be helpful. If we weren't already in a relationship with Chihiro.
What a coincidence. I, ran out of soy sauce, so... Oh, is that dog, He doesn't bite, does he? I'm actually a little afraid of dogs. I was attacked by one when I was little. It only knocked me over, but ever since then...
Look at that face. That's such a friendly face. That face would never hurt you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still a little scared, but maybe I'll be okay with this one.
Nah, I get it. It's a valid thing. You have a traumatic memory about something. R3C2. Row 3. Yeah, no. That's the first time we've been able to mark off trauma dumping in a while, to be honest. Though, yeah, it has been. It really has. I think we've just gotten far enough along with our relationships with characters that most stuff most stuff related to trauma in the later ranks is no longer trauma dumping and more just talking out your trauma with another human being.
I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll see you at school then.
I gotta start bitching about my shifts in future streams so we can mark that score off on my behalf. Amazing. I feel like just agreeing. Yeah, I feel like just agreeing. Yeah, it's surreal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It really fucking was, CD. Oh, God. Hey, I know who that is. From Fago. I mean, I guess we don't have to ace, but only the, like, core group of protagonists even knows about this to begin with, so... the world would still spin, like, everyone else would keep going to school. Ask though real quick, CD, when you said last stream, do you mean last Persona stream or last the actual last stream I did? Yeah, okay. It very much is a lot, yes. Toho kamie mitame? Keto, right? I think it was keto. Let me go make sure. Hold on. Fuck, where's the tab I'm looking for? Keto, okay. I might have missed a little bit, yeah. I don't know. I think it's fairly well foreshadowed, but I don't know. And again, yeah, as you said, a fair bit of the Pharaoh segments are where some of that context or some of that foreshadowing happens. So if you've been skipping those, I can see why it might have felt a bit more abrupt. I don't know if I've hummed the Persona 4 3 soundtrack, but I just did for a little bit, so let's mark that off. Have I, if anybody's been paying attention, have I done any soundtrack humming? Well, Maiko's available, Mitsuru is available, Nozumi's technically available. I know you don't know. I was asking if anyone else does. That's the problem with the Humming the Persona soundtrack, is it, like, it's so ubiquitous, it doesn't even register to me when it happens, and when I do notice it, I have no idea if it's happened yet during stream. Like, I actually can never tell if I need to mark off the missing a bingo square one. The only times when I'm, like, actually sure that I have gotten the no missing a bingo square is when I mark off the humming one super early in the stream. Because otherwise it's, like, almost impossible to know for sure. I think to me, CD, to loop back to the Pharaoh stuff and the Ryoji's reveal, I suppose. To be honest, a lot of the best they added, I think, a lot of good foreshadowing in Ryoji's like linked episodes. I think they did a very good job of adding a little bit of extra, like, foreshadowing to the forthcoming events there. A lot of the foreshadowing of Ryoji's true nature, I think, comes from Aegis's reaction to him. I just thought Ryoji was really gay. He's just like Kaoru for real, for real. Sorry, that was an Ava reference. I don't know how much, if you watched Ava all the way through or not, CD. Just like Kaoru for real, for real. you think he's... They're both characters that you think are just really gay, but they turn out to be, like, instrumental to the plot and also, like, part of the primary antagonist, but in a way where they're, like, they don't really want to be and, like, are just on the wrong side. Honestly, those two characters are kind of so similar now that I think about it. Anyways, a lot of the fact that Ryoji is I think the foreshadowing on Ryoji comes down to a few things. First, his odd showing up time. Like the time he shows up weirdly coincides with the defeat of the shadows, the 12 shadows. That's one thing. The second important thing to note, and these are the two that are central to the original plot of Persona 3. So it's his arrival into the game being so late, and the timing around which he does so, and also the fact that Aigis has such a strong negative reaction to him. Aigis' strong negative reaction, I think, is the biggest piece of foreshadowing for Ryoji's true identity. But yeah, you can also look to the Pharaoh stuff. That stuff is a bit earlier, but Pharaoh's, there is sort of a distinction between Pharaoh's and Ryoji. That is an important thing to note as well. Though, not really. Actually, they kind of are the same. They kind of are the same entity, aren't they? So yeah, paying attention to Pharos' conversations are very important. Paying attention to Pharos' conversations give you a lot of, like, build up for that reveal. And then the sort of linchpins are Aigis' reaction and his very odd appearance time into the story. I'm trying to think, because I feel like there were some other really good, like, foreshadowing moments that I'm forgetting about right now. But I will also say, though, I'm comparing this to Persona 3 Fez, where we did not have those linked episodes, and I do actually genuinely think the linked episodes added a lot, especially with Ryoji. I think they did a lot to make that that reveal go down smoother. But yeah, no, overall, I think I thought the reveal actually went down very well this time, which is why I'm definitely a bit curious as to what specifically you thought was insufficient about it, CD. That being said, we are just gonna keep power leveling Mitsuru's social link. There's, like, fuck all else to do.
I'm sorry. I think I've acquired a taste for fast food. Just the other day, I had the urge to ride my motorcycle out at night to buy some. It's your fault that I'm having these temptations now, you know.
Because, like, I just don't get it. Okay, which part of it do you not get? That's I think my that's I think the part that's sticking me up right now.
Do you remember when I told you I was hesitant to meet up with you like this? I'd like it if you could forget I ever said that. We both sleep under the same roof. There's no point in stressing over it. And besides, I just need to steel my resolve. Say, I have just one favor to ask. Could you continue to show me new places like this? Just until graduation. I'd like to see more of this world that I've been so blind to. Or is that too selfish a request? Thank you.
More so, I don't get the plot. I'm so... Okay, allow me to give you a rundown. So, it is a very... Knowing something about Persona 3 going in, and I think in its imagery, Persona 3 does a very good job of making this very clear. Persona 3 is a game about mortality. That is what Persona 3 is about. It's like baked into the evoker system. Like the way you activate your power in this game is by shooting yourself in the head. It is about facing your fear of death and accepting the fact that you will eventually die. That is a crucial part of this game. With that in mind, let me launch into my full explanation. The general plot of the first 2/3 of Persona 3 revolves around defeating the 12 Arcana. Those are the bosses that we fight every full moon. Those are the primary antagonists at first for this game. But in a way, we don't, as the player and as SEES, know very much at all about them. What we learn as we go is that fighting these Arcana was actually something of a mistake. These Arcana were born out of the research that Mitsuru's family was doing. So Mitsuru's family, the Kirijo group, it was primarily her grandfather who was working on this research, had convinced themselves in a very like cult-like fashion, sort of, that they wanted, in a like cult-like power grab kind of fashion, they convinced themselves that they wanted to do the whole like reset the world and build something better kind of thing. And to that end, they started gathering shadow power with they tried to amass the power of the shadows with the idea of eventually calling to Earth the what did they call it? I have it in here somewhere. The maternal being Nyx. Nyx is the mother of all shadows, in a way the mother of all life, and Nyx is also the personification of death itself. Nyx has that sort of dichotomy to them. They are both the mother and death. So they represent sort of the beginning and end of a life. In gathering this power, these shadows, in trying to amass them, they created the shadow that would eventually become Ryoji Mochizuki. The Death Arcana, basically the 13th Arcana, the most powerful shadow that anyone had seen. This shadow is known as... God, why am I struggling with this? This shadow is known as the Appriser, which is what, if you remember, this is what Ryoji calls himself at the end of last stream. The Appriser is the harbinger of the descent of Nyx. So it's essentially the warning of Nyx's forthcoming materialization. At that time, Aegis, a anti-shadow weapon created by the Kirijo group, is the only one. There's this freak accident because they have amassed so much shadow power. The Death Arcana escapes, and Aegis goes to confront them because at this point they have killed off most of the researchers, including Mitsuru's grandfather and Yukari's dad. Yukari's dad was trying to sort of like sabotage, like, upon realizing the dangers of the experiment, Yukari's dad was trying to sabotage it from the inside out. On that bridge, Aegis confronts Death and realizes that Aegis does not have the power to completely defeat completely defeat the Upriser. And so as a stopgap measure, Aegis uses all of her power to seal away death within the protagonist. Suny Suzuki himself, the protagonist of Persona 3, is just sort of an unfortunate victim of the experiments that Mitsuru's grandfather was doing. The release of this shadow, the havoc that it caused, basically was what killed the protagonist's parents. And Aegis, seeing no other way to stop the Upriser, seals the Upriser away in the protagonist. At this point, if I remember correctly, it was Yukari's dad who caused the Upriser to split away from its other 12 aspects, the other arcana, basically. And so I believe Yukari's dad was instrumental in that. So the bulk of the Upriser's power is lost into these fragmented other shadows, the arcana, and the rest of the Upriser is sealed away within the protagonist by Aegis in hopes to indefinitely delay the Upriser's appearance and the descent of Nyx into the mortal plane. Here we are now. We skip to the present day, and we come back. The protagonist comes back to Tatsumi Port Island and starts participating in all of the Tartarus exploration and the fighting of the Arcana. The problem with fighting the Arcana is that it actually, every time we defeat an Arcana, it returns its power to death, to the Upriser, to Ryoji. So the protagonist, SEES, as a group, was being tricked by Ikutsuki, you remember the guy who makes shitty puns, into destroying the Arcana as a way of trying to return all of those Arcana, to return that power back to the Upriser. And so we basically unknowingly were playing into his hands the whole time. We defeat all of the shadows, all of that power gets returned to the Upriser, and it is that point that the Upriser is able to break the seal on Suny or the protagonist of Persona 3, escape his body, and materialize on his own. The fact that he is able to materialize as Ryoji Mochizuki is because of the time he spent in a human body. Otherwise, he would just appear as any old shadow, as the original Death Arcana. And so Ryoji, coming out of that stupor, is not fully aware of his own existence yet, which is why he ends up enrolling in this school, how he ends up forming connections with Suny and the rest of SEES. And it's sort of through that interplay. Eventually, when Aegis first sees Ryoji, she realizes something is wrong. Aegis, using up... If you also remember, Aegis has been decommissioned until right around the middle of this story. That is because sealing Ryoji away took so much of her power that it left her with damaged memory circuits and, just had to be repaired over a very long period of time. That is why Aegis didn't realize right away, but she knew immediately, because of her programming, hey, this guy is bad news. So that is why Aegis is very, antagonistic towards Ryoji the first time she meets him. Where was I? Yes. We defeat the shadows on Akutsuki's behest. We don't realize that that's a problem. And Akutsuki takes advantage of the fact that we've gotten rid of all the shadows to basically offer SEES up as a sacrifice to bring about the fall. Now, Akutsuki is just trying to hasten that process. She's basically the Hollow Knight and Ryoji's the Radiance. Actually, kinda. That's not that far off. Yeah, that's actually pretty close. Alright, Akutsuki. All Akutsuki's doing is trying to expedite the process and do it in such a way that he retains his sense of self after the fall and can sort of shape and control the new world order. He does not have complete control over Aegis. Aegis ends up rebelling against him, and Ikutsuki's plan is thwarted. But at this point, the damage has been done. It is too late. The power has been returned to Ryoji. Ryoji is allowed to manifest outside of Suny's body, and at this point, the clock is ticking. It is too late. Ryoji's appearance means that the Appriser has fully materialized, and there is now nothing we can do about the descent of Nyx to the mortal plane. So Nyx, this being that the Kirijo group was originally trying to call about to bring the fall, it was originally an intentional thing done. They wanted to manipulate this to create a new world order, basically. But ultimately, Nyx is a bit more indiscriminate than that. What Nyx will do the moment that Nyx is called down to Earth is cause essentially a mass extinction event. Nyx's descent means that all life on Earth will be robbed of its will to live. It will lose any desire to procreate, and it will lose all consciousness, it will lose all desire to will. Everyone, every human on Earth, every living thing on Earth will become like the Lost. The Lost are those people that you see just hanging around, like just sort of staring off into space in like the days leading up to a full moon. And so that is where we are right now. Asexuals stay winning. Except, unfortunately, it's not just desire to procreate, it's like literally all desire. You don't have any desire, you have no desire to live, no desire to procreate, no desire, like it just, you become an empty husk. You basically go catatonic, you just wander around like a zombie. And because of that, it is effectively death. Even though, like, yeah. Buddhists stay winning. Now you're onto something. So, I hope that clears some stuff up, CD. I know that was a bit of a scattershot explanation, because I had to go over a lot of shit. But that's the general idea. Hey, loaf, my internet... Nope. You can go check the fucking VOD, is what you can do.
Let's make some wonderful memories with what little time we have left.
I really have
so
just
many
been
new things.
leaving Mitsuru on herd this entire stream.
Whether you're taking command in battle or just talking with me like this, as long as I have these memories of you, I'll be all right. Or so I hope. Now then, the day is still young. You promised me your time. I'd like you to make good on that now.
Damn. How was the fun?
Hey.
Are there any other, like, sticking points that you want me to explain in any more depth, CD? Because I am totally willing to yap about this, because I genuinely really fucked with the reveal of Nyx in Persona 3 Reload. Yeah. What is Nyx again? Nyx is death. The easiest way to think about Nyx is it is a god-like being that is the physical manifestation of death itself. It is, as I said, it is called the maternal shadow, the maternal being. Think of it as the beginning and the end of a life. It is both the source of life and eventually what it flows into. Nyx is the sort of like, Nyx is the quote unquote god that we will be squaring up against in Persona 3. But I do think there is an important distinction to be made here because, like, Nyx is kind of a more primal entity than a lot of the gods that you deal with in the rest of the Persona series are. I think Nyx is specifically a she, by the way. I think Nyx is a she. Again, it's like, it is like the beginning and the end of all life all rolled into one. So it's what happens on the other sides of a life. I guess. Yeah, a little bit. Nyx is just sort of a, like, physical embodiment of the inevitability of death. It's the point from which all life starts, and it's the point to which all life will return. And so by calling Nyx down to the original plane, the like, mortal plane, the fall, basically, by bringing Nyx down to the physical plane, they will be instrumental in returning all life back to its origin. Which is to say, killing it all off to start again. Nyx is a very primal force. Think of it as a very, like, ancient god of death. But I do think the really interesting thing with Nyx comes about when you also look at Nyx as being the mother of all life. Though, to be fair, I haven't seen this game all the way through to the end. So what I'm telling you right now is just based on what Ryoji Mochizuki said to me. There might be more to Nyx than that. But from what I gather about Nyx, they are, in the simplest terms, they are an ancient god of death. In more nuanced terms, they also have the property of being the start of life and the end of life. We got reading and shit? Oh, we can just study, I think, with Kodomaru and Amada. And Kodomaru and Ken. Actually, before I forget, I'm gonna look up linked episodes real quick. Make sure I'm not about to... Make sure I don't miss it. Make sure I don't miss anything. Linked episode... P3R. So, Junpei's next one becomes available on the 19th. Akihiko's becomes available on the 12th. Kodomaru's doesn't become available until January. Ken's becomes available on the 22nd. Interesting. We're done with Shinjiro's. We are done with Ryoji's, kind of. There's like an auto event that will happen later, I think. But other than that, we're pretty much done with the bulk of Ryoji's stuff. Some parts of the story just feel like, oh, that's possible. Stuff like, oh, I guess sealed the essence of death in this boy somehow. Superpower-esque stuff that comes out of nowhere and hasn't been established before. I think I'll give you the Igus sealing death in the protagonist. That one is a little odd. I'm not as weirded out by the death manifesting as a teenage boy thing. That part I feel like is fairly well explained. Ryoji is inherently a shadow, and I think we've seen at different points in the games that shadows can take on human forms. Like the shadows can take on sentience of their own. So I do feel like, yeah, I feel like as long as you accept that death could be sealed within the protagonist, it doesn't make it. As long as you start with that premise, I think it makes sense that Ryoji manifests the way that he does. As for how I get sealed away, Hold on, I'm reading up a little bit more on I'm actually reading up a little bit more on Ryoji right now to make sure I'm not missing any important details. Okay, yeah. I don't think, and I'm willing to, I'm willing to give you this point of suspension of disbelief. The mechanism by which Ryoji is quote-unquote sealed away, or death itself is sealed away into the protagonist, is unclear. I don't think Persona ever really clarifies what the mechanism behind that is. That being said, Persona has always been very tied into like metacognitive stuff, and so like I don't mind the idea of, because death has been sealed away within Suny's body, being able to take on a human form and start to act human. That at the very least I think makes sense to me. Because sort of the action of being like so carefully intertwined with a human has left a metacognitive imprint onto the shadow that is death, that allows it to take that allows it of Tina, yeah. The sealing of Ryoji into Suny's body, yeah, primal force takes the shape of its container, exactly. The actual process by which Ryoji is sealed does not seem to be clarified. And so I will give you that point if that is what breaks your suspension of disbelief. That is valid if you are having trouble getting over that specifically. I think you could maybe make another metacognitive argument there, but it's not really clear why Aegis has the ability to do that. Again, I think ultimately it is supposed to be a metacognitive assignment. Like, the concept of death is sort of inscribed onto this human boy, and which is using, which basically, yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure I can go too much further down that, yeah, okay. I don't think I can go too much further down that line of thought without accidentally spoiling something. Regardless, yeah, no, I think the idea is Aigis is using Suny as a metaphorical container for the concept of death. Why Aigis has the ability to do that, I'm not 100% sure. It is implied that she, by virtue of being a weapon developed by the Kirijo group, has some control over, like, I guess that's probably where it comes from, is she was programmed with those abilities by the Kirijo group as a anti-shadow suppression weapon. She is able to maybe interface with shadows more directly because of her very construction. I think that's probably something similar to what they're going to, but you are right. They don't make as far as I'm aware, they don't make a very concerted effort into explaining exactly how Aigis was able to seal death away into the protagonist's body. I think that is as far down that rabbit hole as I would like to go for this evening. But do also keep in mind, this game isn't done with its big twists yet. There is still more. And so I do think, we do need to give the game a little bit of time to finish explaining anything else it needs to. But for now, I think we have sort of clarified the matter of Ryoji manifesting as his own person. The whole Aigis stuff is still unclear, but I think most of Aigis's character waits till the end, even in versions of this game that don't have her as a social link. All right, I'll read your message. Oh, god damn it. I have to get rid of Twitch chat and bring it back real quick. Okay, here we go. Haunted Line DOS Defense Academy, basically suited Danganronpa 4, is a game I love. Absolutely great game. The game exists as a normal universe, but also a thing called a hemoanima, which when injected into the bloodstream gives you enhanced abilities. That's mostly the supernatural stuff. But over 20 hours into the game, on a certain route, a former enemy in the game is now your ally. As you question this, you ask your commanding officer, and they're like, oh yeah, I put them in the lab and erased their former memories and yeah, that's a bit strange, admittedly. I do feel that Persona has given itself enough ambiguity on what the bounds of its metacognitive manipulations are that I'm willing to forgive at least a little bit of hand waviness from Persona. I have not played this game, so I don't know exactly how it plays out in the one you're talking about, but Persona has always been, it's not like reckless abandon up like the Persona power and these metacognitive elements can do whatever you want them to. But Persona has always been very clear about the fact that they are allowing thoughts, concepts, and ideas to take physical form by way of the metacognitive processes that are sort of underlying the Persona system. And so I'm willing to, as long as I can sort of like follow a line of logic when it comes to when it comes to how they are claiming those metacognitive processes could unfold, as long as I'm able to follow a line of logic with those, I'm usually pretty willing to forgive a little bit of hand waviness with Persona, because it is very much a game where human thoughts can explicitly take physical form. And humans can exert their will to force those thoughts to take form. We're gonna study with Ken. Admittedly, fucking not much has happened tonight.
I just had a hard time focusing when I tried doing my homework alone. Thank you for agreeing to study with me.
But I also don't mind too much, because a big part of tonight was just dedicated to talking about the reveal from last time, which I think is kind of important in its own right. Like, that, what we are in right now is kind of the crux of this game. Like, these last 2 months are what everything is building towards, and so clearing up any ambiguities surrounding the core events and themes of what is going on right now is hugely important.
Koromaru says he'll study with us too, right, boy?
That's one happy dog.
It must be tough for you guys, having to think about tests at a time like this.
I kind of want Suny Suzuki to be apathetic, but I don't know what to pick here. Bottom option doesn't feel, gets me fired up even more. That feels like a bit of a strong response from Suny. You know what? At this point in the game, I'm okay with Suny making responses like this.
Even you feel the pressure, huh? Makes me wonder. Should I really be doing homework at a time like this? Still,
Ken is asking the real questions.
Carry on and complete our schoolwork as always.
Alright, Ace. Thank you for dropping by. I do quite appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you next time, whenever that may be.
What's the matter, Koromaru? Huh. He's got something in his mouth. Did you bring this here for us? Thanks, Koromaru. I guess he's trying to cheer us up.
Fucking OneDrive.
I shouldn't make him worry so much. Okay, time to study. If I have any questions, can I ask you for help?
Alright.
And done! That's it for my homework! Oh, you're still studying, aren't you? Is it okay if I stay here for a little while? I'll be sure not to bother you. Koromaru and I will be cheering you on. Good luck!
That was a nice scene. That was a good scene with Ken, I gotta say.
Oh, are you all done now? Cool! Koromaru was with us the whole... Wait, what? Where did he go? Were you waiting for us to finish?
Love that
I guess
dog.
it's our turn to hang out with him. Thanks for studying with me today. If you're okay with it, I'd like to do this again sometime.
I want to check, what is Mitsuru's availability like?
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you.
Oh. Right.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Tartarus.
Hello.
Do 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 boo boo. So Yukari is available Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Mitsuru is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Except during the week leading up to exams when she's always available. Because she's built different like that. Which leaves us just Fridays to fill.
Right.
Because, like, 90% of what we have left is just these two. Like, I can't even like, I'm not even exaggerating. 90% of what we have left is just these two. Then we also have a couple ranks left with Yuko, who's available on Wednesdays and Saturdays. That is not that much time. So we've got that. So if we take a look at who is left, Mitsuru, we've got 3 more ranks. Oh, Hidetoshi, that's a good one we can toss in maybe on a Friday. So we've got to fill those Friday slots up a little bit. Then we have team manager. So we've got Yuko's 2 more ranks, 1 more rank with Maiko. Maiko can be any, most days. What's his name can be most days. Nozumi can be most days. Crazy that Yukari is the furthest behind now. That it's fucking insane, CD. Like, it's actually ridiculous to me how much that keeps cropping up. Oh, speaking of, I actually listened to, completely by accident, by the way, another song off of that album recently, which was New York, I Love You, But You're Bringing Me Down. And I thought that song was really heckin' good, too. It actually reminded me a little bit of the, Black Country New Road. Like, there were some stylistic elements of that song that maybe had, because this album came out long before any of the stuff the other stuff we're talking about. But, yeah, no, there was a couple of passages during that song that reminded me a little bit of Black Country New Road a bit. Speaking of Black Country New Road, that's my 3rd favorite LCD Sound System songs. I definitely see yeah, okay. Totally valid. I mean, I've only heard 2, and they're all my friends, which has been influencing me for even longer than I thought it has. Like, I've been hyping up wind tempos for ages. I've been hyping up wind tempos before I even heard the LCD Sound System song. Wind Tempos is such a good song. And it all goes back to All My Friends by LCD Sound System. Though I do think both of the songs that I've mentioned that use All My Friends as a strong inspiration source definitely make their own identity beyond that as well. So what I think I'm gonna do... Here's the plan. So we're at rank 8 with Mitsuru. If we power level all the way up to rank 9, and then finish Mitsuru after exams end on that. Is Mitsuru available on Mondays or Tuesdays? She's available on Tuesdays. Oh, but I think exams end on like a Saturday, so we might even still be able to hang out with Mitsuru. Oh, holy shit. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. Someone messaged on YouTube chat and I didn't even see it. I was 60 hours deep on Xbox Game Pass. I'm gonna get it on Steam and hopefully be able to transfer my save. I hope. I don't know for sure though. I don't know how to save I assume you're talking about this game, but I know 100% that would work. Oh, while I'm on the Black Country New Road topic CD. I think I'm gonna promote Ants from Up There into my top 5 albums of the 2020s so far. Yes, Persona 3 Reload. To be honest, friend, I'm actually not 1000% sure whether or not the save transfers will work like that. I would hope, because if they're stored locally on Game Pass, I would hope that they would work. But yeah, sometimes they use slightly different engines and stuff like that and builds for different consoles. I had a super strong feeling. You clocked me immediately on that album. Like, I really, really adore that album. Like, genuinely, my top 5 of the decade right now, it's probably, I know 4 of them I know for sure. It's Only God Was Above Us, Only God Was Above Us, Imaginal Disc, The New Sound, and Ants From Up There. Those 4 I'm definitely sure are top 4 albums of the 2020 so far. Number 5 is probably going to go to either Loss of Life MGMT or Nurture by Porter Robinson. Those are the contenders for number 5. Unless I'm forgetting something like really huge. I think I'm not. I think that's everything so far. But yeah, as of now, I'd say the order is number 1 Only God, then Imaginal Disc, then Ants From Up There, then The New Sound, and then either Porter Robinson's Nurture or MGMT's Loss of Life. Alright, let's go hang out with Mitsuru. I have been kind of off focus this stream, so I want to get at least a little bit further. We are going to go hang out with Mitsuru. Yeah. Fuck it. We're just going to grind on Mitsuru. We're just going to grind out Mitsuru, everyone. Like, seriously. I don't know why, but there's one random-ass week in December where Mitsuru is available, and most other people are not.
Fascinating watch.
Shut the fuck up, CD. Do not... do not... Why would you... It was a slip of the tongue. Slip of the fucking tongue.
While the road trip plot was nothing out of the ordinary, the way the characters expressed their emotions was masterful.
I don't know, CD. I don't know. You want to know who's even worse about it than me, though? Whiskers. Whiskers will just say some shit, and it will be the most, like, fucking unambiguous innuendo that you've ever heard in your life, and he's using it in a completely innocuous context somehow. Oh, I forgot about the new abnormal. Fuck. Because that one's really goated too. Though I do think I maybe slightly prefer... New Abnormal is probably like... Honestly, New Abnormal and Razzmatazz are both top 10s for me as well. I do think they're slightly lower than the ones I've mentioned, than the other 6 I mentioned, but those are also top 10s.
When the main character left everything behind to go on a journey, that really struck a chord with me.
I am liking Mitsuru's social link a little bit more now, definitely. I think they have let the, like, rich girl doesn't know commoner stuff take the back seat. It's not gone, but they've allowed it to take the back seat, and we get to see a bit more at the core of what Mitsuru's, like, struggle actually is. So I'm vibing with Mitsuru's social link a lot more now than I was before.
And then in the final scene, he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision.
Like, I think Mitsuru's social link so far has done a very interesting and good job of exploring the idea of like obligation to family or so, any obligation versus like personal fulfillment.
Say, have you ever thought of running away to a place like that? Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are?
Wow. We did, it took us so long, but we finally got a fucking we finally got a social link with the choices yes and no. Sure.
I see. So you feel that way too sometimes.
Actually, would Suny feel like that? You know what? You know what? Actually, I am gonna say Suny would feel like that.
I'm not saying I wish to leave everything behind. It's just that every now and then, the things that matter are the very things that hold you back. The future of the company, the weight of my responsibilities. Sometimes I even wish that I wasn't shackled by the Kirijo family name. I know. I understand that I can't afford to think this way. Listen to me complaining like this. How pathetic. Talking to you has become something of an outlet for me. I'm sure you're sick of it by now.
We need to say that's all you want.
That's very kind of you.
And I'm also looking at this, and the choices that you have to make to end up in even a position where you can even choose to enter a romantic option with Mitsuru. There's like several additional flags that you need. Jaws of Life, Pierce the Veil, Loss of Life, Romance, The New Sound, The Scholars. Nice, nice. Ooh. Romance is another one that I could maybe see including in my top 10. I could see maybe including romance in my top 10 as well. And I do really like The Scholars, but if I were to include anything that came out this year in my top 10, it would definitely be Animaru from Mei Simones. Is it? I've always said Mei Simones, but I heard someone else call her Mei Simones recently, so now I don't know how to pronounce her name anymore.
The offer is quite tempting. I hope you know what you're getting into.
BRB in 5. All right, see you in a sec, CD.
While we're on the topic, there's something I'd like to ask you. Hypothetically, let's say that I was interested in someone right now. I knew I could never be with him, but even so, I couldn't help but harbor these feelings.
You are fooling absolutely fucking no one, Mitsuru.
Would that be wrong? Keep in mind, this is a what-if scenario.
I definitely believe you. It's not meant to be, goes crazy. No, very clearly that's up to you is the choice you should be making. Well, it's the choice that we need to be making.
Up to me.
There you are.
Who the fuck? I already hate this guy, and I've only heard one line from him.
Hey, Mitsuru.
Wow.
I've been looking all over for you. So this is where you've been. Come on, let's go.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't make any plans with you for today.
What does it matter? I managed to secure an opening in my schedule tonight. I'm a very busy man, you know. As a simple student, you're just going to have to work around it.
I can't. I've already made plans.
Do you know how long I spent looking for you?
Did you, like, call her or text her or try and contact her in any other... Did you just fucking wander around this fuck-ass island looking for Mitsuru?
Don't tell me you have something more important to do than spend time with me.
Am I losing my mind?
Why the long face? You're supposed
Why the
to
long
be my
face?
fiancé, you know.
Yeah, me too, Azuweeb. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Honestly, I thought you understood our arrangement.
Nah.
If you're going to be my future wife, you'll need to learn some obedience.
You'll need to do what? I hate this guy already. Yeah, we gotta kill him. I can't wait for Azuweeb to catch up and see this fucking gross ass line. I'm literally gonna wait for Azuweeb to refresh so I can. I saw him say it in time. Okay.
Why must you and your family always be so difficult? Well, at least your father's not around anymore, so that's something of a relief.
Huh? Huh? Dog, this guy just showed up and said some of the most heinous things imaginable for, like... You've had, like, less than 10 dialogue lines. And every one of them has been some of the most reprehensible shit I've ever seen.
I imagine you feel the same.
No! Why would you say that?
How dare you say that?
Yeah. You know what? I'm fucking with Mitsuru on this one. Yep.
Thank you.
Who the hell are you?
Take a wild fucking guess, asshat.
This is none of your business. Get lost.
Oh, but it is. Oh, but it is. And we definitely needed to mark off Suny Suzuki strikes again for some of the stuff that happened earlier. I totally forgot. Yeah. We definitely should do that. I don't think it was longer than 10 minutes ago, but we definitely need to strike that off. Also, I said if I had a nickel earlier, so I guess I need to mark that one off. And so at this point, fuck it. We've forgotten about a bingo square for 10 plus minutes. I don't even care anymore. Oh yeah, because we also had musical tangents, so there we go. That was our one that we've forgotten about for 10 minutes.
Come on, Mitsuru. You know how this works. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience. And the Kirijo group still needs the cooperation of my company. Doesn't it?
I hate this guy.
Yes.
Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen to reason. Now, let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant.
Disgusting. Disgusting line.
All right. I wish you hadn't seen that. Thank you for today. It was quite fun. I'm sorry. Really. Please excuse me.
Hey, it's finally here. I have another opportunity to say it. Do not give in to fear. Remember, everyone, do not give in to fear.
It's all right. I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Come on, Mitsuru, hurry up. By the way, you Who do you think you are, worming your way into her favor?
I thought you'd never ask.
You ought to know your place in society.
You ought to know yours. You have no idea who you're talking to. Well-dressed
Like
man.
you isn't even fit to breathe the same air. Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. Unbelievable. There's a world of difference between you and us. Mitsuru, take care not to associate with his kind anymore.
Enough.
Mitsuru?
Punch him.
I said that's enough! I won't let you insult him!
What? Why are you getting so angry?
This is someone I have a great deal of respect for. If you insult him, you insult me!
Mitsuru? What are you saying? You would side with him over me?
Dude, have you... Are you dense? Like... Have you not picked up on a single social cue from this entire interaction?
You said there was a world of difference between you and him. Well, you're right. You can't compare to him at all. He stands on his own 2 feet, challenging fate with his own strength of will. Seeing his outlook on life has inspired and influenced me countless times. I want to be with him now and forever.
What can I say? Suny Suzuki is just built like that.
You want to be with him? Now and forever? What are you trying to say?
CD, we're at rank 8. Admittedly, it's a little early, but it's not that early.
You're supposed to be my fiancé. Are you implying I'm beneath this nobody? Take that back this instant, Mitsuru! It's not too late to ask for forgiveness. Think about the future of your company.
You want forgiveness, but I can't do it yet. Shoutouts Paramore. Shoutouts After Laughter by Paramore.
I will not apologize. I want to be with him.
What'd you end up listening to on Friday? I want you to take a guess.
You're not the one supporting me in my time of need. The group will do just fine on its own. We don't need help from a weasel like you. As of today, we'll have nothing to do with each other. And if you dare to attempt some petty retaliation, then next time you'll have the full might of the group to contend with.
Those are the options, yes.
Get out of here, you Philistine! I don't want to see your face ever again!
Yep, Rage Against the Machine. I still don't have a great way to listen to the King Gizzard album. I'll just have to listen to it on my own, I think. Like, just, I'm not sure I'll be able to listen to it in the car like I normally do.
Grandpa! Grandpa!
Your grandpa won't save you now, son of a bitch! That is the wimpiest run I've ever seen. She fucking runs off too. It was, yeah, no, I actually really enjoyed that one. Like all the way. It's one of those albums that just like, it's just was like an immensely enjoyable experience even from the first time. Like in spite of the fact, like, it is completely unabashed. Just completely unabashed in the points it's trying to make. Like, and it's just, there was something so refreshing about that. It's just an album that holds nothing back. Let's see. I really liked most of the songs on this album, but I do remember, I think the fucking closer was pretty dope. Freedom. I think Freedom was dope. Take the Power Back. That one was just super fun to jam to. Bomb Track, the opener. Loved that one as well. And I remember Bullet in the Head pretty well as well. Oh, Know Your Enemy. That one was dope too. Honestly, pretty much all these songs are great. Riffs are killer, absolutely. So yeah, I've listened to for the most part I've just listened to the album once, and I've listened to a few parts of it.
It looks like everyone's here now.
But what I very much enjoyed that one.
Well, it's been a week. What's our plan?
Oh, we have a fucking
okay,
story event?
You're just so calm, Yukari-chan.
I mean, panicking's not gonna solve anything. Besides, it's been such a drag around here all week, and no one will go to Tartarus.
Yeah, I like Yukari's outlook on this. She's just like, yo, I get that it's a bummer, but how about we do some shit? How about we not just mope around the dorm all the time? No, I right off the bat, I actually really enjoyed that one CD. Some of the stuff you recommend to me is definitely like, I feel like it's an acquired taste. Like the Neutral Milk Hotel album was definitely like that, but this one just clicked right away.
You're absolutely right. We humans are quite resilient. With enough time, we can adapt to any situation.
I like how fucking Mitsuru is just pretending. Is just pretending what just happened, but with us did not happen.
So, how about it, everyone? It's time we discuss this.
That is one thing that I really wish I really wish that the actual plot of Persona 3 integrated the social links stuff better. Like, I wish what happened in the social links had a bigger doesn't have to change the story at all. Just like little nods and stuff like that would be nice. That is one thing that I've always wished Persona did a little bit more of. It's fine the way it is. I understand why it is the way it is structurally too. But it is something that I often find myself wishing that Persona did a little bit more. Junpei is distraught.
Have you made up your mind, Sonata-san?
No, but I don't plan on running away.
So you're going to fight next?
I don't know. I mean, it supposedly can't be defeated. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really contemplated my own death. In any case, we have to choose one way or the other. I obviously don't want to suffer, but that means we'd have to take a life. Not to mention, we die no matter what we do.
Then, do we all agree that we don't want to hurt Ryoji-kun?
Is that how you feel?
Me?
Absolutely, CD. That's even more so than in Persona. I feel like the hangout events in Danganronpa are completely auxiliary.
That's fair. I mean, it's not exactly normal to pick how you're gonna die. What about you, Junpei? Have you decided?
Nah.
What's the matter? Scared?
What the hell is wrong with you? You think this is a joke?
Junpei,
That was a touch uncouth, Yukari, I will confess.
This is death we're talking about here. Of course I'm scared.
If I had a nickel for every time I insulted a Kodoka game as a comparison to a flawed Persona, I'd have 2 nickels. Oh.
Here you all are, just chatting it up like it's a goddamn picnic. Can't you see? We're all gonna die.
Then what do you think we should do? Do you want to kill him?
There's nothing I can do. He's the only one who can kill him. Hey. This whole thing is your fault. You had that thing inside you and didn't even know it. You raised it, damn it! If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
Junpei!
You're supposed to be special, right? Then do something about it!
Damn. I mean, Junpei is obviously just lashing out, but I'm gonna pick this one.
Stop it, Junpei. It's not his fault. And the only reason we even have a choice is because he carried it.
God damn it, I know! It's just, it doesn't matter how many times I tell myself. I know this doesn't fix anything. It scares the hell out of me!
I know how you feel, Junpei-kun.
Not gonna lie, Junpei has some of the like most raw moments in the Persona games in November and December. Like Junpei has been delivering as a character these past few months.
We're all scared. I'm scared too.
Me too. I've never felt so cornered in my life. I can't stop shaking.
Same here. We're all in the same boat. And hey, I'm sorry for teasing you earlier. I just don't want to forget everything. I've learned so much since coming here.
Yuki-tan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
I don't think any of us can blame you right now, Junpei. So don't worry about it. Right?
I'm sorry. I knew the truth deep down, but still, sorry for being a dick.
All right. Let's put a pause on any unnecessary gatherings for now. Ryoji said he'll be back on New Year's Eve. Let's just try to go about our lives until then. We have some time, so let's consider our options while we still can.
Damn. Fucking brutal, friends. You've got time to think it over. You've got time to think it through. It's a circumstantial outcry. It's a failure to pursue. It's a sentimental mindset. It's a thoughtless way to love. It's a blossom in midwinter. It's a poor man's cure for touch. I'm actually super proud of the description for tonight, y'all. What do we want to do? Sorry, Koromaru. I might end up brushing Koromaru anyways, but like I want to make sure I don't. Let me check this real quick. Damn. Wow, can you really just do that? Trying to decide if I just want to call it quits or keep going. It's 10. You know what? think I might go ahead. Like, that big story, that, even though we didn't get a ton done, I think that story event is a good place to sort of leave things off. That's how I'm feeling right now. Which means, next time, get ready for this, y'all. Next time, it is finally time for rank 10 of Akinari, which means I need to come up with a good, Black Parade reference. And then I've got an epic Billie Eilish song. I've got an epic Billie Eilish reference for the stream after that. Y'all gotta trust me, this one's a good one. Then we've actually got, I've got like 2 or 3 separate stream titles for like the ending sequence. And I've got a couple more that will be good for January. I would genuinely help you make the next title's description. Alright, I'll have to give it some thought, CD. We could do so many. Would it be funny to just call it Famous Last Words? I mean, I almost feel like it's almost fitting with Akinari because he's been writing that book as his thing before he, as his thing that he does while he slowly dies. Rip Akinari. I'll have to give it some thought. I'll probably spitball some ideas at UCD and we can pick something out. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring things to a close because I'm definitely a bit over time tonight, which is all right. It's totally fine. About a lifelong wait. That is actually really good, CD. I'm gonna write that down as our foremost option. All right, with that, I'm gonna bring things to a close. Okay, so, couple things to remind you all of. I, once again, would like to apologize, because I know I said I'd have the next main channel episode out this weekend, and I didn't get it done. I'm still working on it. I almost have the thumbnail done, and so when I'm ready to commit to a release day, I will shoot an announcement out to y'all with the thumbnail so you can at least see that. I really wanted to get it done before Silk Song, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, so I'm very sorry about that, but I'll get it out as soon as I can. I think I basically have the final track that I need from Whiskers, and then I kind of mostly just need to the thing that's holding me up right now is that I have some recordings of some skits and stuff that I need to, like, pick a take of. And, God, I hate picking takes. Like, I hate going through my skit recordings and picking takes, because I have to watch myself so much. It's awful, y'all. It'll get done, though. It's so bad, CD. It's actually so egregiously bad. Hate it. But anyways, I'll get back around to it. It will come out soon, I promise. I really don't want this to drag on too much longer. And again, the episode is literally like 95% done. I'm actually very happy with how this, I know I'm talking about hating picking out takes and stuff like that, but I'm actually very happy with how this one has come out. Don't expect anything too big in scale. It's actually probably, I think, going to be one of the shortest videos I've ever posted on my main channel. But it should, I think this video is exactly what it needs to be, if that makes sense. And so I'm very excited for this to finally see the light of day. Yeah, I'm not gonna, will it be perhaps 7.5 minutes? That would be really funny, but it's actually like about 15. It's like 15-ish, I think. Still makes it the shortest video I've ever posted, but not by as much as I originally thought it would be. But I've watched it through a few times at this point, and it feels like a pretty satisfying length. So I really hope it lives up to expectations, especially given how long I've made everyone wait for more main channel content. This is one of the longest upload gaps I've gone on the main channel. We're like, what, a year and 3 months, and I'm giving you all like 15 minutes of footage. Man, I suck at this. Wow, I really suck. Hopefully it's worth it. Yeah, so that's coming out soon. I have kind of vaguely a Silksong stream. Not Silksong, sorry. I have a Celeste stream. Oh my god. I can't stop saying Silksong when I mean something completely different. It's poisoned my brain, y'all. But yeah, I tentatively have a Celeste stream scheduled for either Tuesday or Wednesday. I genuinely cannot say which day it will be. I would rather do it on Tuesday, but there's a couple other things that need to happen for that to be possible. And if it has to happen on Wednesday, it might not happen at all if I fall too behind on physics work. So there's like a lot that needs to go right for this stream to happen and on the day I want it to. I'm gonna do my best to at least cram it in there. I think there's actually, mostly because I think there's a decent chance that I could just nab the 5B Golden Berry and just have that done and dusted. Because I probably will be going on a bit of a streaming hiatus to play Silksong. Which I actually really want to apologize for that, because I know I've been doing that a lot lately. But I will say this. What I kind of have tentatively decided on right now is that almost for sure I'll be taking a break from Celeste while I'm playing Silksong. Mostly because I think there's more community overlap between Celeste and Hollow Knight, and so I'm more worried about spoilers for Silksong coming from a Celeste stream than I am about spoilers coming from like a Persona stream. So Persona might continue, but Celeste probably will take a break at the very least while I'm doing Silksong. And D&D may or may not come back. We'll see. Who knows when that's going to happen. That's kind of the gist of the plan right now. Honestly, I kind of would like to keep Persona going, especially considering I don't want to lose momentum going into this final stretch. Because I do want to emphasize this. I was very, very slow tonight. In part just because I was just having fun chatting and just shooting the shit and what have you. But also because I'm just really tired. I worked like a 9-hour shift today and only got like 5 hours of sleep, so I'm very much due for a nice long nap, if you know what I mean. But that being said, yeah, I'm kind of thinking I might keep Persona going, but not Celeste while I'm playing Silksong. But I want to say this real quick. I'm gonna put like a moratorium on Silksong discussions if I am streaming at all while I'm going through Silksong for the first time. I know maybe it seems to some people like I'm being overly anal about this, but this is Silksong is like my Deltarune, I guess. Like, the Silksong is as big for me as Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 was for Whiskers. Not that Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 weren't also big for me. Like, I feel like I get overshadowed as a Deltarune fan just due to mere proximity to Whiskers. I'm actually a pretty damn big Deltarune fan. But I am even more hyped for Silksong, so I'm very excited for that to come out. Unfortunately, that comes out on my lab day. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to play it. not just my lab day, but I have like 2 homework quizzes on Friday. So sad. Anyways. Yes. Yeah. I will be completely honest with y'all. I'm still like trying to get my schedule like dialed in because I'm kind of overcommitted on classes right now, but there's some actual benefits to me like actually doing all of these classes this semester. It's just gonna suck if I try and do it, so yeah. I will apologize, but stream schedule is probably going to be a little bit in flux for a bit longer. I'm going to do as much as I can to keep things going, and I really want to get to the end of Persona 3 sooner rather than later, because I'm actually very excited for the future of the channel once Persona's not quite as much on the forefront, if that makes sense. Like, when I get to the point where I'm like, you know, I have that slot available for more things than just Persona, I guess. But that's still a little ways out, so yeah. I've done enough yapping though, and I need to get to bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and bid y'all adieu. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Waters. Thank you, CD. Thank you, Azeweeb. Thank you, Ace. Azeweeb. Oh, Orca was here as well. I think that was everyone. Orca, CD, Azeweeb, Ace, Waters, Amy. Yes. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Sorry this stream was a bit scattershot and not a ton of progress was made. Hope you all will forgive me. But I still had fun, and I hope you all did as well. So with that, I would like to bid you all adieu, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!